Welcome back. This is no doubt the big story of the day. The Commission of Inquiry into allegations of state capture is expected to get underway in Parktown, Johannesburg today. The inquiry is being chaired by Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, who was part of the remedial action recommended by State of Capture report that was released by former Public Protector Adv Thuli Madonsela in 2016. Now, to talk to us more about the work of the Commission, we're joined on the line now, or rather from our Cape Town studios, by Lawson Naidoo, who's the Executive Secretary of the Council for the Advancement of the South African Constitution. Lawson Naidoo, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning, Sakina. Thank you very much.
So it's been a long time in the making, and finally, after almost 2 years, the day has arrived. Should we be concerned that it has taken us this long to get underway?
Well, I think we should. I mean, as you say, it's been 2 years, almost 2 years since former Public Protector Thuli Madonsela's State of Capture report was published, and in which she, recommended that a commission of inquiry should be established within 30 days of the report, and that it should report within 6 months. So we should really have had this report, over a year ago. But after many delays, we're finally getting underway later this morning in Johannesburg. And we know that Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo will open the proceedings by making a statement, and hopefully he will use that opportunity to clarify how the Commission is going to be conducting its work, because I think one of the things that many people are concerned about is that there's been very little information coming out of the Commission as to how they're going to go about tackling the work that they need to do, dealing with all of the terms of reference that were in the Public Protector's report and which have now been gazetted that they need to report on. So we need some clarity with regards to that. We even at this stage don't know who the first witness will be that will appear before the Commission this morning. They've given us a few names that they say they'll be calling in the next few days and weeks. But I think we, as the people of South Africa, we need a lot more clarity in terms of exactly how the Commission is going to handle its workload.
But Lawson, it seems the Commission is still facing quite a few challenges, stumbling blocks. The State Security Agency, and I see Karen Warren in Sowetan writing about that this morning, where some of the investigators still do not have clearances. And it would seem, at least the allegation here, is that the State Security Agency not taking this seriously enough.
Indeed, and I think this is another one of the concerns that we have, Sakina. We have seen through the application that Deputy Chief Justice Zondo made to the High Court to extend the time frame of the Commission of Inquiry, wherein he alluded to some of these obstacles that were being placed in the way of the Commission, including issues such as funding and lack of cooperation from other government departments. And, the regulations and the terms of reference of the Commission make it very clear that other institutions of state need to assist the Commission of Inquiry to, wherever they are required to do so. And any obstruction of the work of the Commission is a very serious matter. And we certainly hope that that President Ramaphosa takes heed of that and ensures that this Commission is able to complete its work as soon as possible. I think that there are many, many concerns at this stage. And, if the State Security Agency is proving to be a hindrance, then that needs to be tackled.
Lawson, also, what is the significance of this particular inquiry, given that we have seen other investigations? We've seen investigations in Parliament. Some companies of their own volition have also conducted some investigations. So, what exactly is the significance of this one? How is this likely to be different from all of those?
Well, I think, Sakina, we must go back to the Public Protector's report, which, began investigating some of these issues. Much evidence was presented to Advocate Madonsela, the Public Protector at the time. So this Commission of Inquiry is not beginning from scratch. There's a lot of information in the public domain. The Gupta leaks emails came into the public domain after the publication of the State of Capture report. There have been other investigations done by investigative journalists, as well as you mentioned, through parliamentary hearings. So it's really about collating all of that information, putting it together in a structured format, and enabling the Hawks and the National Prosecuting Authority to then go about doing their work, which is to compile dockets and to prosecute those that are guilty of state capture and corruption and of dragging the South African economy down in the way that they did. I mean, billions and billions of public funds were stolen. And we need to get to the culprits, and this is what this inquiry is designed to do. And I think that the issue about the delays in the work of the inquiry are very concerning from that perspective, because we need people to be prosecuted. The evidence is there. It's about putting it together, and hopefully the changes that are happening within the National Prosecuting Authority will also assist in that process.
And of course, I want to drag that out a little bit more, the NPA and the role that they have to play here, given that they are themselves in a shambles, and also, getting these culprits, as you put it, and getting them to get those monies back into state coffers. But how exactly will we go about doing that? We're going to come back, go to a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue this conversation with Lawson Naidoo.